is all about overcoming stiffness and building up strength. Yeah. So we don't have a lot of those exercises today. So first we're gonna roll up our shoulders and just arrive in this space. You can have your palms up or down. And just take a moment to just be in this space. And so I'm gonna chant a mantra 3 times. You can repeat or silently or just listen. Here we go. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And then we open our eyes and gently start. So we will start with Kapalbhati. So I like to start the class with Kapalbhati to really energize. So we will bend our fingers. So our fingers are on the cushions here of our palms and our thumbs are up. So we have 60-degree angle. And so Kapalbhati is you're really pushing your navel in and out very fast. And so you keep your elbows locked, and we're gonna do this 3 times, 30 times. So here we go. And then once you're done, you interlace your thumbs, you stretch out your fingers, looking up. Inhale, and on exhale, bringing your fingers down. And we're going for our second round. So again, bending your fingers on the cushions of your palms, thumbs up, 60-degree angle with your hand, with your arms, and here we go. And then we interlace our thumbs, fingers open, looking up. Inhale and exhale, fingers spread. And now we're going for the last round. So again, fingers on the little cushions, thumbs up, elbows straight, and here we go. And thumbs interlaced, fingers spread, inhale, and exhale, bring your hands down. Okay, really well. So our first exercise, so we will have one foot in, the other one will be straight. We will actually lean towards our extended leg. We will bring our hands up, and then we're gonna exhale, touching our thighs, or maybe our knees, or maybe our chins or our ankle, and we're gonna just breathe here slowly in and out, and we're gonna stay here for 1.5 minutes. So I'll just see for the timer here, and you can go. So 1 foot in, stretched, foot is active, inhaling and exhaling. Now we stay here and we breathe. So you can see if with every exhale maybe you can go a little bit deeper. And so you're really bending from the hip. then we release and we will go to the other side. So again, one foot in, the other one is stretched out. We change towards our extended leg. We inhale up and exhale, we bend. So maybe this side is easier than the other one, or maybe not. So you can also hold on to your knees, or you can lie completely on your leg. Just let your head be heavy here. Focus on your breathing. And see if with every exhale you can maybe go a little bit further. Stretch. Another 15 seconds. And slowly, slowly coming out of this posture. Very good. Now we're gonna extend our legs out. So we're removing the fleshy part from our sitting bones. Our feet are up, and this is a more active pose. So we're gonna inhale up, and then exhale. We're gonna touch with our thumb and index finger. We're gonna push onto our big toe. We're gonna inhale up. Exhale, face down. So you can bend your knees if you want to. You can also have a bolster underneath your knees for extra support. And we will be doing this for 2 minutes. So here we go. So you inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. This is really to keep your mind quiet. This is a very good exercise if you are an overthinker or if you have a lot of worries going on. So remember, if you have resistance during this movement, it might more be about what is going on in your life right now. Maybe you have a lot of worries. Just see if you can go over the discomfort. If you can go over what's holding you back. You're doing this for you. I have another 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good. You can remove the bolster if you had it. Now we're gonna extend the legs out wide. And now we will actually, you can see, or you hold on to your toes, or you hold on to your chins, you hold on to your ankles or to your knees. But the idea is that we're gonna inhale, exhale, we go down. Inhale, exhale. So you can, the idea is that we go as close with our knees to our, with our nose to our knees, but really respect your body, respect where you are at. And so this should not be very fast. This is just a movement to really release and wake up your body. So we will do this for a little bit. So take it slow. And again, maybe you start like this and you realize that maybe you want to hold on to your ankles, or maybe you want to hold on to your knees. So here we go. Let your breath guide you here. You can do it slower. We have 1 more minute. Last 30 seconds. So maybe you want to go a little bit deeper in the practice. And 10 more. And gently release. And bring your knees together. And just take with your right hand your left wrist and just lay close to your knees. Let your head hang. And just take a moment to neutralize your breath again. Gently come up and do the same thing on the other side. So grab your right wrist with your left hand. Let your head hang here. And just slowly breathe. And then slowly come up. So we will do another breath of fire. So this will also work a little bit on our abs, on our core. What we will be doing, so remove the bolsters if you have. Lie completely flat onto your mat. Then lift up your shoulders, lift up your hands, lift up your toes. And we're gonna do breath of fire here. Okay. So can you lift up your
legs, yeah.
your legs, but not your shoulders?
I'm not allowed to put stress on my spine, so doing
Okay.
crunches or anything like that.
Can you do them like this?
Yes.
Okay, and then just hold. We
yeah.
will
Not the top, just the legs.
Okay, the legs. Okay, so you can do it at your own pace, and you can actually just gonna hold the legs, and we will just do breath of fire. Yeah. So we will be doing this 4 times for 30 seconds. Yeah. So here we go. Five more seconds and release. And really try to feel the difference between like when you're in action and when you are back in like a neutral, relaxing position. So if this is too much for you, you can just indeed also bend your legs, but just do it at your own pace, and of course you can always take breaks. So here we go for our second 30 seconds. So ten more seconds. And release. Probably you feel it in your abs already. You feel it in your abs as well?
Not as much as you do.
Yep. But so this is really like to really detoxify your body, and it's also good core workout. And so we're really activating also our navel. So it's our navel chakra. Our navel chakra has to do with our passion, has to do with everything that we want to do, you know, that brings us joy. So the more we activate it, the more that we can actually live from our passion, the more we can really sense what we want to do. So having a strong navel chakra really is good for your life, basically. So here we go again. And release. And now we will go for the last one, last 30 seconds. So again, position yourself well onto your mat. And it's the last 30 seconds. So lift up your shoulders, lift up your feet, and here we go. And release. Oh. Well, that was something. And so slowly, we will actually now go with the other movement. And so we will stay onto our backs. Can you do this? One leg in, the other one in. Okay. So you're staying with your shoulders onto the mat. Hands are next to you. And so we're gonna exhale, foot is in, inhale, extend, exhale, inhale. So really alternate. I'm gonna do this at a very slow pace. If you wanna have it more challenging, could maybe lift up your heels from the mat all the time, but this is not the purpose of this class. This is not an abs class, this is a Kundalini class. But it's just to move all the energies. So by doing this, you're moving also all the energy from the lower chakras to the higher chakras. Doing this at your own pace. It's also opening the hip. So we have 1 more minute. And 10 more seconds. And release the movement. Okay. Now we will lie onto our sides. So one hand is in a 90-degree angle. We're gonna actually lift up our leg and down. So we raise and down. So this is really to overcome stiffness when you get a little bit older. So this would actually be a perfect exercise to do like every day. Yeah, because as we get older, we might suffer more from stiffness. Let's see if maybe you can open it a little bit wider. And 30 more seconds on this side. More seconds. And release. And we will be going on to the other side. always take a break. We have 20 more seconds. And then gently release. And take a moment to just go onto your belly. Put your hands flat onto the mat. And place your forehead onto the mat. And just take a few deep inhales and exhales here. And then we will be staying on our bellies. We will put our hands next to us. We can have our chin onto the mat. And we will actually just try to kick with our ankles, our buttocks. Yeah, we will do this for 1.5 minutes. So you don't have to do this very fast. You can also lay on your forehead, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And here we go. Another 20 seconds. You can speed it up for the last 10 seconds. And we release. Okay. Very good. Now we will be sitting onto our heels. And we're gonna stick out our tongue. And it will go down and up. And our tongue will actually be out the whole time. Yeah, so this is also really a cleansing method and really to release everything. So our tongue is out and we bow down and we bow up. So it looks maybe a bit funny, nobody sees us, except for maybe people who are watching this class. So tongue is out and here we go. seconds. And we release. Okay. Take a moment to just feel what happened. This also gives a lot of space to your throat chakra. Okay. Now we will come into Cobra. So meaning that we have, so we can start from being completely on our belly, and then we're pushing yourself up. Okay, we can also do like this. So this is the Sphinx. So you can do like this, and the idea is also that we're gonna actually really go with our heels as close to our buttocks as we can. If you want to do it like Cobra, you can also do it like this. So Sphinx or Cobra, whatever you feel is the most convenient for you. So here we go. If you do Cobra, make sure that you have a 90-degree angle, pushing into your elbows, pushing into your hands. Look straight forward in front of you. And here we go. So you don't have to do this fast. A little bit less than 1 minute. Thirty more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. And extend your arms, place your hands over each other, and just place your forehead onto the mat. And just take a few moments here to really breathe. then slowly coming up. And we're gonna come into a downward facing dog. So you're pushing your hips up, hands in between your head is in between your arms, very good. So we inhale here, and then we're coming into, pushing yourself up, coming into a cobra, and exhale back in downward dog.
I can't do that. I can't do cobra.
Can you come into, so from here, you cannot go, so from here, you come into all fours, yeah, and then just
Back up.
push yourself up, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing this 22 times, so really on your own pace. So for those of you who cannot do Cobra, then you can just come back into all fours. And then, so every time we exhale, we go into downward dog, and then we inhale, we come onto all fours or into Cobra. And we will do this 22 times on your own pace. So pushing yourself up. So you exhale here, and then inhale. 1, 22 times. So when you're done with 22 times, you just come into a seated position, interlace your fingers, and just gently move them one way and another. Because there might have been some pressure onto your wrists. And now we will come into butterfly pose. We'll have our feet together. So you can put them a little bit closer to your body if you can. You're gonna interlace your hands, holding onto your toes, and put your elbows a little bit, and bend your elbows, put them a little bit away from your legs. And we're just gonna bend forward here, and we're just gonna lie in this position. I'm gonna stay in this position. Just continue to breathe. So if you want to have blocks under your knees, you can for support. Do you want blocks under your knees? Okay. So we're gonna stay in this position. So you don't have to do anything except let everything hang. And actively pushing your heels against each other. And see if with every exhale you can go a little bit deeper. So we stay another 30 seconds in this posture. And then gently coming up, place your hands on the outside of your knees and bring them back together. Very good. Now we're almost at our last postures before Shavasana. So we will come into pigeon. So what we can do to come into pigeon, so it will not be a normal pigeon, so we're gonna stay upwards. So we're gonna come into all fours. And we're gonna bring our right knee where our right hand is. We're gonna make a 30-degree angle here. We're gonna extend the back leg. And we're gonna sit upright. So you can put the blanket or even the bolster underneath your hip for support. And so we're having our hands in prayer position. So this is really a strength pose. And here we are. So you can also hold onto your chins if you like. Maybe this is too much to be in prayer position. But just really trust that your body can do this, that you have the strength to do this. Another 15 seconds this side. And we gently release. And do the same thing on the other side. So we can go again, to go into pigeon, you can go again from all fours, tabletop position. You put your left knee where your left hand is. You do a 90-degree angle with your left foot. Bring your right foot behind. You can place a bolster underneath your hip for support. And then you're pushing yourself up. And here we are. So maybe this side is easier than the other one. Maybe not at all. So it looks easier than it is, because it requires actually a lot of strength. But then Shavasana will feel even more the better. 15 seconds in this posture. And we release. Okay, very good. Now we will just lie on our backs and we just have our knees into our chest, and we will do some rotations here. Making some circles one way with the lower back, and then circles the other way. And then placing your hands at the outside of your knees, like at the inside of your knees actually. And we want to just roll up and down our spine if we can. And then we will come all the way into Shavasana. So really lie down flat on your back. You can have the bolster underneath your knees. And so now you can come and lie down in Shavasana. You can lay here for a few minutes. And then this practice is done. Do not forget to drink a lot of water today because we have released a lot. And let me know in the comments where you are participating from. Have a lovely, lovely day and see you next time. Bye!